Well, what if the degree hanging on somebody's wall, it was never really earned? What if the certificate that helped somebody secure a job, a promotion, or maybe even a visa, it was completely fake? That question is now sending shockwaves across both India and the US. Authorities have uncovered what is being described as one of the biggest education fraud investigation in recent years. Nearly 100,000 fake degrees, forged certificates, and fabricated academic record, they have reportedly been seized. In the meantime, investigators say that the documents, they are linked to at least 28 institutions in India. Can you think about the scale for a moment here? 100,000. That is not a small scam. That is an entire underground industry in India. According to reports, investigators recovered counterfeit university seals, fake transcripts, and forged certificates covering fields such as engineering, medicine, and nursing as well. Now, in one particularly shocking allegation, a single institution is accused of issuing more than 36,000 fraud degrees. You know why this matters to Indians in the US? Because education is the foundation of H-1B visa system. So when a company hires a foreign worker, educational qualifications are among the most important requirements. Degrees help prove the expertise. Degrees help determine eligibility. Degrees build trust. And when fake degrees enter the system, trust becomes the biggest casualty here. Well, authorities are now trying to determine whether some of these documents, they were used in employment application or not, or maybe professional licensing request, or even visa petition. The overwhelming majority of Indian professionals earn their qualification honestly. They spend years studying, clear difficult exams, and sacrifice their sleep, their comfort to build a successful future. But large fraud cases like this, it creates a problem for them. One dishonest application, it can create suspicion, and that too around thousands of honest ones. Immigration lawyers say that the investigation, it could lead to stricter verification procedure now. Employers, they may begin conducting additional checks now. Universities may face more scrutiny. Visa applications may take longer to process. Now, for genuine applicants, that means more paperwork, more question, more waiting. This case, it has now reignited one important debate about maintaining trust in international education system while still welcoming the global talent. Now, talking about the exploitation, let's talk about other way around. Exploitation of Indian workers. Can you imagine selling your wife's jewelry, borrowing money from your relative, and taking loans that you may spend years repaying because you believe that you are buying a better future for your entire family? Now imagine arriving in Europe and discovering that reality looks very, very different from what you were promised. Well, that is the exact controversy that is now unfolding in Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, authorities there, they are investigating allegations involving Indian workers recruit for a major construction project linked to a new US consulate building in Milan. According to the court documents, hundreds of Indian workers, they were allegedly recruited through intermediaries in New Delhi, and they were brought to Italy with promises of employment opportunity. But for many workers, getting the job reportedly came at a huge cost. They say that they paid nearly 5 lakh rupees just to secure a contract. Now, for many families, 5 lakh rupees, it's not just saving. It is debt, it is jewelry, it is mortgage, it is years of sacrifice. Workers told the investigators that they believed that they were making an investment in better future here. Instead, some now allege that they found themselves trapped in a difficult condition. In the meantime, court documents, they reportedly contain statements from dozens of Indian workers who claims that they worked extremely long shifts, often up to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Many also claim that unexpected deduction for the housing or maybe food, it significantly reduced their income. One worker reportedly said that he was left with very little money after expenses despite spending most of his time working. Perhaps the most troubling allegation, it involves language. That's right. Several workers told the investigators that they signed contracts written in English despite not fully understanding the language here. Can you imagine signing documents that will determine your future while not fully understanding what they contain? That is a frightening situation, right? While investigation that is still ongoing though, But this story, it highlights a reality that often receives too little attention. Every year, thousands of Indians they leave home seeking opportunity overseas. Some succeed, many build wonderful lives though, but some they encounter exploitation, misinformation, a system that they do not fully understand. And yes, when things go wrong, they are often thousands of miles away from the family support.